Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully the notifications have gone out for this evening's Arena and Chill live stream, because we have done, I think this is like the third live stream this evening, so I'm expecting to be alone, at least for the first couple of minutes, because yeah man, we've been on that relentless grind this evening. We did Trial of the Fire, then a massive opening, and now we're cracking on, boys. We're getting it done. We got to grind out the Tier 4 Basic Arena, because I'm so thirsty for those juicy Tier 4 basics at the moment. And then we got a bit more of the 5-star arena to do, so quite a bit this evening. But what is up to the 3 lads in chat? We got PJ Vice, Julian, and the Noob Gamer. Hope you're all doing well this evening, lads, and having an absolutely, what is it, fantastic Thursday. Gosh, I like, especially over the I mean, being self-employed, man, I lose track of time all of the time, but especially over Christmas, it just completely ruins me, man. Completely ruins me. So yeah, I can't believe it's Thursday, man. The weekend is coming around fast. Should be a really good time, though. I don't know what plans we have this weekend. I'm just chilling for the most part, man. It's been such a hectic couple of weeks. I've definitely not really been on the upload grind, so I think we have all day working tomorrow, and then on what is it, Saturday we should be working during the day as well, putting out some fresh Marvel Contest of Champions guides. I've been working on a few little projects today. You know, today hasn't been in vain. We've been evaluating a lot of information to maybe release in the form of a couple of different guides tomorrow, so I'm quite looking forward to that, man. That should be a good time. When I take a 4-star Miss Marvel or Killmonger to rank 2, definitely Killmonger out of those two characters, my dude. Killmonger is far superior and a lot more useful there. So yeah, I go for him. Got 5-star Mega Red as my 8th 5-star from a Crystal. Dude, that's really, really good, man. A Mega Red, he's a very good champion, unawakened, but he gains a lot more damage when he is awakened. But even unawakened, man, you've still got some pretty insane regeneration potential there. Double immunities, you've got the ability to counter Korg, Electro. There's some very, very good stuff that Mega Red can do. So yeah, just a fantastic character overall. I wish I had shared in some of that luck a little bit earlier, but if you haven't already watched today's Crystal opening, let's just say it was not the most spectacular one that we've ever had on the channel. So, you know, it is what it is, boys. Oh, thank you very much, Swalos. I certainly appreciate it, man. Fantastic start, man. Fantastic start to 2019, mate. So incredibly chuffed about that one. Also, a good way to get 4-star shards. There are so many ways now, man. Just depends where you're at in the game, really. Just a lot of doing heroic alliance events, monthly event quests, additional stuff that kind of pops up. Like the side events are usually always a very good source of 4-star shards, but I do need to do an updated guide for farming 4-star champions that is definitely going to be out this month at some point. But there's so many different ways, man. Opinion on Void Unawakened. Void Unawakened, he's alright. He's fairly, like, average Unawakened, and there's nothing too special about him. But he can do some stuff, you know, he can block healing for, it's kind of a little bit more random with the Unawakened Void, because you need the 2 stacks of Petrify, and then they don't merge after. So yeah, Void is just 10 times better when awakened, but also he has the Incinerate immunity, so even unawakened, he is still one of the best counters to Mephisto, because you can just completely ignore all of the damage, and that is a very, very good time, being able to just not worry about the Incinerate damage at all. Yo, what is up? Good day to you, the real deal as well, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is good in California. Hey, Seatin, a fan from Sweden. I just love your channel. Keep it up, man. Thank you very much, Carl. Dude, thank you for stopping by and dropping some kind words. Right, let's move on to the next matchup there. What's up, C, and how have I been? Dude, I've been well, man. I've been well. Bit of a mad Christmas, man, but we had so much fun. Like, Christmas and New Year's was absolutely mental. I think I was out like half the nights just drinking. It's just such an incredible blur. I've definitely woke up far too many mornings in the last couple of weeks feeling a little bit too sorry for myself. But I've had a really, really good time over Christmas. But at the same time, I am very happy for the new year as well, to get back into the workflow. And this new year, man, we've got so much stuff coming in 2019 in terms of Marvel Contest of Champions and also the Marvel Cinematic Universe as well. So should be a tremendously good year. Like, I'm really looking forward to all the Marvel movies this year. And also the new season of Punisher releases in a couple of weeks. I'd love to see, what is it, an actual Punisher rework? I mean, the one that they did in 12.0 was definitely nice, but he definitely needs a lot more, man. Punisher would be so sick if they could just buff him up, give him a nice utility kit there. That'd be a really great time. Yo, what is up, Storm Chaser? Hey, seeing happy grinding. Thank you very much, mate. Certainly do appreciate it. Not yet, Andrew. Obviously, you know, a trademark British quality is that we have to have, you know, some rather subpar Nashers, my friend. Or else, you know, how people are going to know that we're British? You know, it's definitely a national requirement there. When is the pro Roblox stream coming? Unfortunately, I'm not going pro in Roblox just yet. But I imagine, you know, 2019 is going to continue to down spiral the channel and myself. So, you know, we might have to turn to professional Roblox. In the new year, we'll have to see what's up, mate. You know, we'll figure it out. When will Kabam release the new update? It's probably going to land like Monday, but then the stuff be available Wednesday. So we've got next week, essentially, is going to be all the new stuff, I imagine. Hey, what is up, Eli? Not too bad, mate. Sadi says, hey, Seatin, bro, which champion should I rank? 5. I have a Domino Blade, Stark Spidey Cap Infinity War, or Iron Man Infinity War. I think out of all of those, the most versatile and useful is probably the rank 5 Stark and Aunt Spider-Man. And that's probably the option that I go for. But I think there are good arguments for the majority of those champions, in my opinion. And, you know, if there's one that you really, really like, you can go for it anyway. I don't think any one is a bad option. The only one I wouldn't personally do as a 5-star is probably Iron Man Infinity War. But I know some people that have him at rank 5, man, and really, really enjoy him. So if you do, man, more power to you. Duke Punisher should have a 100% chance to endure. I know it's rather stupid that he doesn't. A little bit annoying as well. Because it would, you know, Hella's endurance and cheat death mechanic is just so much better than Punisher's, mate. Some of that guaranteed chance is fantastic. And she doesn't. Does she need to be? Yeah, she does need to be awakened for it. But even just one awakened level guarantees it. That's why she's so good for a lot of those. What was it? Health transfer nodes. I got a 5-star Stark and Aunt Spider-Man from my second ever 5-star crystal. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty damn good. I have a 4-star Wasp and Luke Cage. Please tell me which one I should rank 5. I love Wasp, by the way. Personally, I go for Luke Cage, because I think Luke Cage is a bit overall more useful. However, Wasp, if you really enjoy playing her, man, and she's your favorite character, fair play, go for it, mate. If you really enjoy kind of, you know, Wasp and Ghost and Ant-Man and running the Quantum Trinity, then more power to you, my friend. Just want to say my friend tapped open the 1 and 2-star 5-star crystal and got you a 5-star Corvus. That's not too bad there, Benjamin Dover. I'm not too sure if you're trying to lure me into a bit of a trap there, my friend, but congratulations, Benjamin. And of course, just an absolute classic name for a king of banter there. Oh, thank you very much, Sadie. Certainly appreciate it, mate. But yeah, I don't believe you're going to regret if you take Stark and Aunt Spider-Man up to rank 5, man. He is so incredibly sick. Like, if I was looking to be all serious on my free-to-play account, man, I would rank 5 him in a heartbeat, because we've been able to pull the trigger and rank 5 Stark Spidey for like a few months, and it would have definitely made a few things easier, but, you know, it's just a little bit pointless having, you know, the same account over again. I want to make some different decisions on it. Yo, what is up, my boy Joey Malu? Am I coming to California in 2019? I certainly would like to, dude. I have no plans at the moment, but I'm sure we can sort something out. I just need to find a good excuse to get over there. So yeah, we'll see what happens, man. But you know, we've done a Long Beach meetup the last couple of years that we got to do it again. and I'm gonna be a little bit distressed if I get to the end of 2019 and I haven't had a good night out with the lads in California. So, you know, we got to make it happen, really, mate. I know it's gonna be crazy busy for the first half of the year. Is that actually your surname, though, Benjamin? Yo, what is up, Grumpy GG? Happy New Year to you as well. Hope all is well. Seatin have a 5-star Ghost Rider Hood Punisher 2099 and Spider-Man Symbiote. Which one should I rank? 3, definitely Ghost Rider, mate. 1,000,000%. No even debate there. Is Sabretooth worth rank 5 for the first clear of Labyrinth of Legends? He's not a bad option for Labyrinth of Legends. A little bit hit and miss, and can take a bit of time to ramp up. He's a bit of an odd one, but I've seen people do Labyrinth of Legends with Sabretooth, and I think if you're a big fan of the character, it's not the worst option in the world. I'd much rather, because Sabretooth doesn't really need to be awakened, I'd much rather like rank 2 a 6-star, but obviously the chances of getting a 6-star Sabretooth is slim. So yeah, if you really enjoy Sabretooth, man, go for it. That'd probably be my my advice there, because I think he's a really good character, and he's so much fun to play, especially with the Omega Red synergy and the Killmonger synergy. There's like a lot of very interesting stuff he can get done. I really did enjoy the Venom and Carnage rank ups that we did on the channel last week, though, man. Those are really good fun. Struggling to get a good stash of ISO to level up my champions. Do I have any tips? Really, with ISO, you just got to farm as many champions as you possibly can. So yeah, you just got to grind a lot of arena, man. Just maximize all the ways that you can obtain 4-star shards and 5-star shards. Because once you start getting a lot of 4-star champions and duping them, man, that's where you get the big stacks of ISO, and that's really the only real way to start kind of making a dent in the ISO problem in the longer term. So yeah, as much as a seemingly straightforward and annoying answer, it is the way to go about it. But yeah, just make sure you pick up, like, you know, when it comes to like cheap basic champions in Arena, just get every single one you can. You know, if you haven't got a character like Yellow Jacket, because there are a lot of champions that come up and they're pretty much nothing when it comes to the 4-star basic arena. So that's going to help you in the longer term. If there's, you know, a cheap champion that you haven't already got, might be a good idea to add it to the roster, because then when you duplicate it, it's going to be a lot more ISO and some 5-star shards as well. Right, there we go. Oh, nice little dodge there, boys. You have to dodge back while you have dexterity. Dodging back triggers dexterity and allows you to evade attacks. But that's how you use the dexterity mastery to avoid stuff. How bad will Magic be against Starknot, Spider-Man, rank 5 in Labyrinth? Shouldn't be too bad. The best thing probably for that Magic is just make sure that you you know, you've got some boosts prepared, that you've got some health potions farmed as well, and honestly, it shouldn't be too bad. Like, it wasn't too much of a pain in the ass when I did it on the free-to-play account with Medusa at rank 5, and Medusa does have a little bit more health, but she also has the class disadvantage in that matchup, so yeah, you're taking quite a bit more limbo damage. But I'd have a look at the free-to-play Labyrinth run. That's probably because we only did that, what, like a month ago, so that's very fresh new information there, and it's just it's a bloody clean run, man, of the entire thing. So yeah, I would study that live stream, and hopefully that's going to be quite useful there. Would I 565 Domino undupe Stark Spidey Awoken or Void Awoken? Depending on my alliance path, alliance war path, either Starknot, Spider-Man or Void, I would very much lean toward the Starknot Spider-Man personally, though. I think he's the best all-around option. But yeah, I'd probably go between Stark and Void there. Just bought a 5-star Omega Red. I'm going for 100% Act 5. So is he worth rank 3 when he's unawakened? Yeah, definitely, man. He's still very useful for a lot of stuff, even unawakened. So I'd go for it, man. Definitely. Yo, what is up, Paul Horrocks? Thank you very much for the super chat, sir. Certainly appreciate it, mate. Ghost or Hyperion to rank 4 first. Both awakened, and I'm good with both. Don't need either for anything specific. Just like them. I think Ghost is maybe the more versatile champion. But there's also an argument for Hyperion to rank 4 if one of your next goals is to do Varian, and you need like a good cosmic powerhouse for the final chapter. So yeah, I think there are good arguments for both, man. I just think about, you know, what you're trying to do next and which one is going to serve you the best in that. However, I would very much lean toward Ghost in the majority of scenarios, but they're both good options, man. I think it really is just a case of personal preference, whichever one you enjoy the most, because neither, you know, I don't think you're going to regret either one of those. My mate is so convinced Spider-Gwen is good. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, it happens with, she's not the worst champion in the world, but it's pretty easy, to, you know, put together some comparison videos. Or if you just play, like, you know, Spider-Gwen and then some of the champions, like, you know, Angela, for example, or champions in the lower demigod tier, and then even, like, god tier champions, man, just are so much better than Spider-Gwen and so much more useful. So, yeah, she can be alright to play, man. She's not there, you know, but she just doesn't do anything special. And in Marvel Contest of Champions 2019, man, you need some special sauce to get through the content. Wasp is a bit of an interesting one for Infinity War Iron Man, actually, because the forced crits are quite nice. But the block proficiency is terrible. But in a short matchup like this, I guess it doesn't matter too much. I'm kind of convinced for, like, big Infinity War Iron Man, though, Proxima is, like, the best matchup. But I think, like, I'm trying to fit, because I've been going through the tier list today to, oh man, I've been going through the tier list today to update it for 2019, and I spent ages looking at Proxima today, man, like such a long time, because I've really been going back and forth on Proxima being either a god tier champion or a high demigod tier, because I just think, my thing with Proxima, I think she works well in a few matchups, but I think in the majority of matchups, she just sucks. And I'm not too sure if she's, like, too niche. But she's very good for stacked Infinity War Iron Man, and that's definitely one of her biggest uses. I've even seen 4-star ones just absolutely decimate the one in the maze. And she's quite good for Korgs as well, man. Quite good for really stacked Korgs. So yeah, I don't know, guys. Has anybody taken Proxima up and had some good solid uses? Because I just feel like for the majority of content, outside of content that's kind of equivalent to the maze, she just takes a bit too long to ramp up and really get into a little bit of juice to be what I would define as a god tier champion. But I think she, maybe in the right matchup, she's a god tier champion. I think that's definitely a fair assessment, but I think the majority of the time she's just a little bit impractical to play. I don't know, man. Been thinking about Proxima quite a bit, though. Is 5-star Symbiote Spider-Man worth rank 4? There are much better champions than Symbiote Spider-Man to rank 4. So I wouldn't put him anywhere near the top of your list. But if you really enjoy playing him, man, then maybe. He's become a little bit more useful in the last year. The forced crit and also 80 second armor break are two mechanics that have, like, aged really, really nicely. Proxima eats through Warkorg / Masochism and all Infinity War Iron Man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm very borderline on Proxima. I want to see some more gameplay. And yeah, obviously very good to pair with Corvus, especially when it comes to Alliance War, and she's often being dragged around in Alliance War, but isn't very often being played, from what I've seen. Support a 5-star Vido. You may have blessed my opening without even knowing it. Well, I think I definitely took quite a few L's today, Keith. Is epic difficulty for the trials possible with 440 champions? You probably don't want to bother with epic difficulty if you've got 4-star 440s, man. You probably just want to do Master Henry. That would be my advice to you, man. Possible? Yes. Is it going to be a bit of a punch? Yes. So, you know, it's definitely going to be a bit of a tricky time. And if you haven't done any of the content that's given you a rank 4-star champion, you're probably not at the level where you even want to think about doing the epic level challenges. Are the patch notes going to arrive tomorrow PM? Don't they usually arrive on the Monday, or is there something a little bit different going on? Dupe Cap Infinity War or Undupe Domino to rank for help I can't decide. Depends what you're trying to do next in the game. They're both good options in my opinion. There's good arguments for both, depending on exactly what content you're trying to focus on at the moment. Oh, it's alright, give me a beer. I probably deserved it, man. I probably deserved it. So, it's alright. You win some, you lose some. We did some really, really good openings over Christmas, so, you know, it is what it is, mate. Next week, once we smash out Uncollected, we have another 6-star champion coming. And, you know, it's going to be Ghost. It's going to be Ghost, and it's going to be a great time. We're going to rank 3 her. It's going to be all sunshine and rainbows, so I'm very much looking forward to it. How are you and other top tier players able to save so many crystals while remaining active in Summoner Advancement? For a lot of top alliances, it just doesn't really matter, mate. You know, Summoner Advancement, you can still get like a few points from ranking up, but majority of alliances, you know, you're doing so much stuff on a weekly basis that nobody really cares, or at least I haven't been in an alliance that has cared about Summoner Advancement for like the last couple of years. So yeah, just happens, mate. But I know definitely in my earlier days, in the first few months of playing MCOC, I remember like being in alliances where it was always a bit of a stress to hit certain Summoner Advancement cutoffs. But I don't think it's is it that bad anymore with the structure of it? Because it used to be like you had to hit this cutoff or you were ruined, and I think they lowered that a little bit with some of the revamps to it. But yeah, it's just again something I haven't had to worry about in quite some time, very fortunately. All right, let's go for this. Oh, thank you very much, Cum. Well, I thought so. Massacre, worth an Awakening Gem. He's a very good champion, but he doesn't need an Awakening Gem, because his Awakened ability does pretty much nothing. It's a very nice bonus for the champion to have. Allows you to ignite the bat like a little bit faster, but really it just is like one of the most minimal Awakened abilities in the entire game. So yeah, it's just not really needed. Which makes Massacre a pretty sick 6-star champion to pull, because he has no real need to be awakened. But his Awakened ability, it's a very, very small bonus to the champion. Speaking from somebody that played Massacre quite a bit unawakened. But now I've got him awakened at like dupe level 40. Pulled him 2 times since he landed in the 10k crystals once. Inspired me not to pop and save my 5 stars. Fair play, mate. Fair play. I've seen some people having some pretty great luck today as well, man. Like every day, quite a few people end up getting a Ghost and Corvus. You know, you win some, you lose some. The luck is all over the place. When's the meetup happening? Joey just text you. Well, we still need to figure it out, man. We still need to figure it out. But, you know, we've done the Long Beach meetups, Chris, for the last 2 years. So, you know, it would be rude to break tradition. So we're gonna have to find some way to get it done, even if it is just me flying out to the States purely for the Long Beach 2019 meetup. But I'd probably want, you know, at least like 5 days to a week there. Spend a little bit of time with the boys. Just got a 6-star Morningstar final. Nah, I mean, it's a pretty good pull, man. That's definitely going to be useful for all sorts of stuff in the future. I think Morningstar like is a great champion, even unawakened. Lots of stuff she can do. So yeah, I wouldn't say that's bad by any standard, man. I've been 2 4-stars and got a Corvus and Infinity War Iron Man. Not a bad result at all, Callum. What? Side note, when am I next going to Monday Night Guildford? Big up the Surrey gang. I haven't been to Monday Night Guildford in an absolute millennium, my friend. So yeah, I have no idea, mate. No idea. When I was out and about in Camberley, which is obviously significantly less exciting than Guildford, throughout the majority of the Christmas holidays. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but big up. I assume you're maybe at the University of Surrey, or maybe just a resident of Guildford. But big up to all of the English Marvel Contest of Champions players out there, especially from the south of England. What I think of Star-Lord, Star-Lord's still a great champion, man. Hits very, very, very hard once you ramp him up a little bit. Just is incredibly void of utility, which I think makes him a little bit lacking in a secondary option to a lot of top-tier characters for the majority of content outside of Labyrinth of Legends. But he's still a very, very useful champion for a lot of people to acquire. There we go, look at that. Perfect Quake gameplay there, boys. Knowing you, you're going to want to go in and out, bro. Dude, that's going to be like all I eat when I go to California for like 5 days. In and out, so good, man. I'm going to be dragging Joey to in and out like all of the time, which has pretty much been my last few trips to California anyway. But in and out burgers, man, they got great burgers. So, fair play. God mode Quake gameplay. Getting a little bit better, Evan. Learning from all these sick parkour Quake players. Oh, shout out to the Northerners as well, Paul. Like, if you're from England, big up, lads. To all of the members of this wonderful Great Britannia. See, and I haven't played in a while. Is Blade still the best champion? Blade's still a very solid champion, but there are lots of very, very good characters now, man. So yeah, all sorts. Blade's still really, really good, but tomorrow I'm going to release my best champions for 2019 list that I have worked on updating today. I've got the copy for it. But if you want to have a look at best champions December 2018, then that is on the channel. If you want just kind of a rough idea of how some of the characters are performing. But this year's been good, man. Like Luke Cage got buffed, Red Hulk got buffed, Venom Carnage got buffed. Winter Soldier's really good with the Killmonger synergy. What about the Aussies? I gotta love the Aussies, mate. Gotta love the Aussies as well. Am I gonna do a Black Bolt gameplay? Maybe, man. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Hey, Seatin, should I rank up 5-star Hela to rank 3 or 4-star Venom to rank 5? Out of those two, I would, unless you are the sickest Hela gameplay, the sickest Hela player in the world, I would go for Venom, because Venom is incredibly useful and very, very straightforward to play. Big Man says, here's the deal. I've got 5-star Archangel, Emma Frost, and Omega Red. I'm looking for a good Labyrinth or Act 6 option. Who gets the rank 4? I don't think, in all honesty, none of those characters are overly great for Labyrinth with the way that you play them, Big Man. But Omega Red is probably the best out of all of those. If we're talking like Labyrinth 100%, Archangel has his like quirky fights, like X-23, Spider-Man, Magic, but he's very, very hit and miss for Labyrinth. But Omega Red is probably going to be your best option moving into Act 6, I would assume. So can I do a list of what 4 stars I take to rank 5? Yes, I do have a list of that. Best 4-star champions to rank 5. We published it, I think it was about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago. So yeah, give that a quick search on the channel, my friend, and hopefully it should appear. Hey, Seatin, I've been trying to decide if Unawakened Killmonger is worth taking up to rank 4. He's alright. Not really your best option out there, my friend. I think there are definitely, you know, much better characters worth taking up to rank 4 than even an Awakened Killmonger. But if you're a very, very big fan of the champion, and he's going to be useful for whatever you're trying to do next, then, you know, it's definitely not the worst option in the game. Yeah, definitely Rupert. Landed a 5-star Ghost yesterday and pumped a generic into her. She's damn fun to play, but very hard to get used to. She does take so much practice if you want to get really, really good at playing her. But from a lot of the high-tier Ghost players that I've talked to, she's one of those characters that, again, she just takes a lot of time to, like, really get used to her playstyle, because it's a little bit different, it's a little bit quirky, especially if you want to maximize it, and then there's all sorts of, like, very interesting and odd stuff you can do. But once you get the mastery over Ghost, you're just having a giggle, mate. You're having, like, the best time. You're just getting through everything so quickly, and you can play around all these crazy nodes. So yeah, Ghost just seems so fun, man. I really wish I had a 5-star or 6-star one to really kind of sink my teeth into, because she seems so much fun, mate. Do I got a 5-star Venom or Proxima 5-star? I've got an unawakened 5-star Proxima on Seatin, and on the free-to-play account, I've got an awakened 5-star Venom. We did a video on the Venom a few days ago, if you want to check it out. Hey, is my 5-star Sabertooth good? Because I got my first 5-star. He is, mate. Banger of a champion. I'd have a look at the 5-star Sabertooth rank up and gameplay that we did a week and a bit ago on the channel to see some, like, crazy stuff that Sabertooth can do. But ideally, you do want to run around with a Mega Red and a Killmonger for some insane synergy interactions. What's the best option to rank 5? Hey, what's up, Lotso? Hope you're doing well, mate. All 5 stars. You've got an Awakened Hyperion, Domino, Killmonger, Void, or Unawakened Ghost. Damn. Okay, so I'd say there are good arguments for all of those champions, aside from... I wouldn't really worry about the Killmonger. I think he's like a little bit below the rest of them. But depending on what you're trying to do next in the game, Lotso, like, there's good options, you know, good arguments. Hyperion, Domino, Void for Alliance War, Ghost if you want to get really, really good at playing. So yeah, there's just, I don't know, man. That's a very, very tough question. So let me know what you're trying to do next, Lotso, and I will, what is it, give you my 2 cents. Hey, what is up, Busting601? Thank you very much for the super chat, man. I'm wishing you all of the best for 2019 as well. Certainly do appreciate the support, mate. Do I see Captain Marvel getting buffed? There might be some synergies that enhance the existing ones a little bit further. I really hope they do a full buff on the existing ones, though. That'd be really, really great. However, I feel like it's much more likely that there's just going to be a new Captain Marvel, and that the other ones are going to be left in the dust. So... just to set expectations, that's probably what's going to happen. So, but I don't know, man. We can be a little bit hopeful that there's going to be something very interesting coming. But they need to certainly jazz up those pre-existing Captain Marvels a little bit more, because they've fallen so far behind in the last couple of years. Is Silver Surfer the next feature or the following? Well, we don't even know if he's going to be a playable champion yet. He might just be a story piece. So yeah, no idea, mate. Absolutely no idea. I believe Diablo is almost 100% confirmed going to be a playable character, but I don't think we know about the second one. So yeah, it's still a little bit of a mystery. It could well be Silver Surfer, but we are going to have to wait and see. It's going to be next Thursday that we get the first of the brand new characters. Right, come on. There we go, boys. Oh, pardon me. Yo, what is up, Hare? It's not going too bad, mate. You know, a little bit rough, as as I saw you've already seen in the crystal opening earlier. But you know, we're on the up and up, just grinding a little bit of arena, getting it done. So it's going all right, mate. Captain Marvel Endgame. It's probably going to... I don't think there's going to be an endgame version of Captain Marvel. I think there's going to be one for the movie, but I imagine they're going to be fairly similar looking anyway. Yeah, I just don't really know about Diablo, in all fairness, Zach. So, like, I always like to save my judgment until the characters are in the game. There's stuff that I liked about Night Thrasher and Darkhawk. I think both of the characters are very fun to play. I don't like that both of the characters need to be awakened and have a high signature level and synergies to be quite good, especially Night Thrasher, man, because he's certainly not the best champion. So it's a little bit annoying that he has all these like requirements to be, you know, competitive with some unawakened champions in his tier. I'm just not a fan of champions that, you know, need to be awakened and a high signature level and synergies on top. I think it's just a little bit too much sometimes, and they don't often get used too often. Right, let's swipe up. Yo, what's up, Shane? Hope you're doing well, mate. Thank you very much for stopping by this evening. Do I know why Kabam didn't give us Spider-Verse champions? I assume they didn't make a deal with the movie. But I would have loved to see an update to a buff to Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen for Into the Spider-Verse. Maybe for the DVD release, man, we might be able to swindle a buff there. Be nice to get a complete revamp of both champions, because Miles is still an alright defender for mid-game. But when it comes to egg game, man, both of the champions are fairly useless now. Is Electro still good after many years? Not really. Electro's just fodder for the majority of champions, and there exist so many counters to Electro. And in terms of playing the champion, he doesn't really do anything special. So, yeah, he used to at one point he was one of the higher damage output champions, but now he's just in the dust, mate. Should I rank 5 my Corvus or Starkanaut Spider-Man? I think there are good arguments for both there, Ariana. Yeah, whichever one you believe is going to be useful for what you're trying to do next in the game. So if you're like looking at Labyrinth of Legends, maybe it's Starkanaut Spider-Man. If you're looking at stuff like Alliance War, then maybe it is Corvus Glaive. But it depends if it's a 4-star or 5-star champion as well. 4-star Awakening Gem on Archangel or Blade. I would say if you've got 100% Act 5 in your sights, a 4-star Awakened Archangel is very, very overpowered. Speaking from somebody that's very recently done 100% Act 5 on my free-to-play account, my 5-star Archangel at rank 3 did about half of the fights. Like, he was absolutely mega for it. So yeah, Duped Archangel is just ridiculous for a lot of Act 5 content, because there are so many champions that are not bleed immune in Act 5, because a lot of the bleed immunity and resistant champions only started kind of arriving in the last like year. Like, immunities have become a lot more common than they used to be. So Act 5 still very, very good, man, and you'll get a lot of use out of that 4-star Awakened Archangel. So personally, I'd go for the Archangel in that scenario. But if you want Awakened Blade for the regeneration, if that's going to be very useful, again, it's not a bad shout either. My little sister is doing Act 2, Battle Against Kang. Do I have any pointers for her? She's got to dodge the special attacks, learn to parry like a beast, and don't get hit. That's pretty much it, mate. Just dodge the special one. Seatin, I'm a mid-tier player. Who should I use a generic Awakening Gem on? Dr. Voodoo or Archangel? I'm assuming those are 4-star champions, and I'm assuming, well, hopefully you heard the Archangel stuff that we were blabbering on about a minute ago, but if you still got 100% Act 5, I would use it on Archangel, my friend. You'll get some insane use and value out of awakening a 5-star Archangel. How much should I save up for Variant Chapter 2 exploration? It kind of depends on your champions and how confident you feel as a player. You know, unless you're a live streamer or a YouTuber, which to the best of my knowledge I don't believe you are, Jask, I just, you know, save up like a few thousand units and do it one path at a time. You know, you're not in any rush to just sit down and complete it all in one go. So yeah, just take it slow, my dude. Plan out your paths. But I personally, I think I used about 1,200 units for the second chapter, 100%. Hey Seatin, is 5-star magic worth a Mystic Gem in rank 4, even if I already have the, I assume 4-star maxed out? And yeah, if you're a big magic fan, she's a very, very good rank 5 option still for a lot of content, man. So, Magic is, yeah, a champion that a lot of people have taken up in the years, and nobody, to the best of my knowledge, has regretted that option. Because she's proven to be so insane for all sorts of stuff over the years, and still is pretty much the undisputed queen of power control. Do I think I can finish LOL Scala with a 565 Dupe Stark? I mean, to the best of my knowledge, Amit, There isn't a Scarlet Witch in the Labyrinth of Legends, so I am a little bit confused as to what encounter you might be referring to. Oh my goodness, what is up, Hector? Hope you're doing well, man. Oh, I mean, it doesn't look like she's doing too bad, man. Well, come around. It looks like you really need to sort out her masteries, mate. Seems like she has not been making some great decisions that are going to help her get through the content. How does Morningstar work? We have a Morningstar rank up and gameplay video from like a few months ago on the channel. So I think it was like over the summer we got an awakened one or unawakened one on the free-to-play account. So if you want to check out that video, that'll explain a little bit more about how Morningstar works. But if you just type in Morningstar rank up and gameplay, we have, yeah, quite a few videos, I imagine, in the archive of the channel. If you want to find out a little bit more about Morningstar, but there's tons and tons of Morningstar content on YouTube. Oh, did he block that? Oh, I thought the match was over. My mistake. Got a 5-star core last night. Not too bad, man. Not too bad at all. Quite a valuable Alliance Ward defender, and not a bad champion to have in the roster. Pretty solid bleed immune. Got a fairly nice armor break as well. Also the ability to tank certain special attacks with his rock armor. Oh no, OFS, that is not the best scenario there. Is Angela any good? I really like Angela. Hits very, very hard. Doesn't have much utility, but has some very nice damage output. Yo, what is up, Jason? Thank you very much for the super chat, sir. Right, hey, Seatin, I have free skill tier 4 catalyst. Should I use it to rank 5 my 4-star Killmonger or my 4-star Blade? I would personally go for the 4-star Blade. I think he's going to be more useful overall. But if you like the 4-star Killmonger, you know, he's definitely not the worst champion to use those skill catalysts on. But I think the Blade's just a tremendously useful champion for all sorts of stuff. So I don't think you're going to regret ranking up that Blade at any point. Especially with the regeneration, man. Always going to be a very valuable character for content such as Alliance Quest and where you need to, you know, sustain the health and get it back. But yeah, thank you very much for the super chat, man. Absolute mad love to you there, Jason Hernandez. Does Symbiote Supreme need to be awakened? No, Symbiote Supreme is a great champion unawakened. Very, very small bonus ability that allows you to place a stagger every so-and-so seconds when the champion is awakened, which is very nice to have for certain matchups like Medusa, and matchups where like a buff is going to come pretty quick, but it's not really needed. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these 1 week Alliance War breaks, Hare. I totally agree with you there. I saw Brian made a video on it, and a few other people were talking about it yesterday. It's just rubbish, mate. Again, I still have the firm belief that seasons will be the death of Marvel Contest of Champions and the endgame community unless they sort it out. So yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan out there of the whole structure of Alliance War seasons. I think they are a detriment to the way that this game is played, practically speaking. Trying to get to grips to beat Iron Man Infinity War. Who is most effective? If you want to type into YouTube, Matthew, how to heavy counter, that video might be a little bit useful there. But who's really good? Captain America Infinity War is really good. I really like Starknout Spider-Man. He works quite well for me as well. Hyperion. Corvus Glaive is a sick option. Proxima Midnight for the very stacked ones is probably one of the best options out there as well. But a lot of champions can deal with Iron Man Infinity War, but ones that have like a lot of value on their heavy attacks and debuffs that are not bleed tend to work out very well. Rank 5 a 5-star Hyperion or 5-star Stark Spidey? I would go for Stark Spidey in the majority of scenarios. Unless you're looking to 100% variant, and then I would go for the Hyperion for the final chapter. Because having that rank 5 Hyperion, man, is bloomin' OP in the final chapter. If that is right next on your list. But for the majority of stuff, man, I think Stark Spidey is the better option. Are the synergies needed for Ghost to be good? They significantly enhance the champion. She's good without them, and you can play her without them. But you want the synergies if you're playing Ghost. For her to really get a lot more punch and be significantly easier to play. Because they help a lot, man. They do help a lot. But she's still a good champion without the synergies. But they just, you know, just take her to a crazy level. Oh yeah, Venom as well. We'll have to fight the Alchemist on day 7. I'm not really too sure, Johnny. Kind of that's how it read. I remember reading the description myself. So yeah, I don't know, man. I do not know. We will definitely see, though. I've enjoyed doing the live streams of Trials of the Alchemist so far. They've been very, very fun. Would I rank 5 5-star Corvus or rank 2 a 6-star Ghost? Oh, I would, in that scenario, definitely learn how to play Ghost very, very well, and then I would rank 2 the 6-star Ghost, because that is a blessing from above, my friend. That is a crazy valuable 6-star champion. So yeah, I would personally go for the 6-star Ghost and go all in, just binge watch Panda Man Pete's videos, get really, really good at playing Ghost, and rank 2 her. I don't think that is going to be a regrettable choice long term at all, man. Thoughts on next progression? First clear of Variant or Labyrinth of Legends, Act 500% done. I would say it depends on your roster. Like, if you've got strong options for every single chapter of Variant, then you probably want to go for Variant, because the rewards are, you know, a little bit better maybe than your first clear of Labyrinth. But Labyrinth for Legends, if you got a really, really strong, like, single rank 5 5-star option, then that might be a little bit of a better one to push. But it kind of depends on your roster, because Labyrinth, you only really need one good champion for the initial clear, and it's not really too much hassle if you can fight quite well, and, you know, you got boost, you can just sit down, smash out in a few hours. But yeah, it entirely depends on your roster. But I'd have a look at some of the free-to-play live streams that we've been doing, because we've done Labyrinth and the first two chapters of Variant. It's just on the free-to-play account. My Cosmic and Science roster is maybe a little bit lacking. I'm just trying to pimp out a little bit more and get some more units before we go for the final chapter. But I think they're around a very, very similar time. You just kind of got to look at your options and figure out what you can do. Hey, Seatin, is Kingpin or Loki useful anywhere? Kingpin, not really so much. Loki can have his occasional uses, and he's quite a good option for the champion, who seems to be popping up in increasing places. Like, he's been all over the place as bosses in the last couple of months. So yeah, we did a 6-star Loki takedown of the champion in last month's event, and he worked pretty well, man. You know, he's a fairly interesting one, so definitely not the worst. Oh, what is that? Brawl plus Agent Venom is some... yeah, man, it's not a good time at all. There are definitely, like, a few fights in these epic trials that's so much harder than some of the other ones. Like, I saw people yesterday having to deal with, like, what is it? Masochism Cable without Void. And Masochism Sabretooth with double regen without Void, man. Those fights looked horrible. So I certainly don't envy some of the luck that I had yesterday. How good is the champion? The champion's okay. I don't think he's, like, anything too special, and there's not really that much interesting stuff he can do. So yeah, we did a 3-star rank up in gameplay, but he's definitely one of the most disappointing champions that we had last year. So yeah, not really anything too insane, mate. But have a look at the 3-star rank up in gameplay. Should I rank up 5-star Nebula or 4-star Night Thrasher? Depends what you're trying to do next, really. I mean, Night Thrasher, you need him awakened, you need a high signature level, you need a lot of synergies to really get some good use out of him. So, you know, if you're fairly mid-game, which I'm assuming you are, I would go for the 5-star Nebula, because you got double immunities there. and just bring in any sort of Proxima Midnight for the synergy that allows her to start with 10 electroshock charges, and you'll have a pretty good time, I would imagine. Oh no, I think it's rubbish. The 1 week break between Alliance War seasons. I don't think it's anywhere near enough time. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's just not what anybody really wants to see. Is Taskmaster a decent champion? He's alright, and can be quite useful when he's awakened and has a high signature level, and has I forgot what synergy it is. It might be the Crossbones one. But yeah, a lot of requirements to make Taskmaster a pretty banging champion, and even then, like, there are just better champions than Taskmaster in the game. It's just these champions with all the requirements to be really, really good. I just see them like fall off the wagon so much, man. Just like they barely get played by anybody, just because they're so impractical to bring to a lot of content. Like Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok is really interesting to watch when he's like fully maxed out and you've got all the synergies. But you know, in terms of like progression and getting through a lot of stuff, man, it's so impractical to build an entire team and focus all your resources around a character like that. Do I like Sentry? I like Sentry's animations. That's pretty much the only thing I like about Sentry, really. You know, he's a little bit better now with all of the synergies, and when he's awakened, and when you can ramp up past 200 hits. But again, it's just so much criteria that just makes him such an impractical champion to play in the majority of scenarios. But I enjoy watching Idlest try and get through stuff with Sentry, so that's always fun. Always fun. Right, hopefully we can clip this lad. There we go, boys. Please do a Cat World War II the Red Skull synergy video. I think I did that actually, Jask. If you have a look at the 6-star Captain America rank up and gameplay, it was rubbish, if I recall. Because it's such a short fury, man. So yeah, if you look at the 6-star Captain America World War II video, I'm almost certain that we got the Red Skull synergy there. But it sucks, man. It's not impressive at all. So the fury's too short, man. It's way too short. It's like they put in like no effort with that synergy. That's really what it feels like. So yeah, that was probably one of the most disappointing synergy. Like, there's so much stuff about Red Skull that is just a phenomenal disappointment. By far the worst champion of last year. And I don't think I've seen anybody try to give Red Skull like a bit of justice. Like, even with some of the champions that, you know, I kind of like par off, usually there's a few people that are like, oh, you know, trying to make a case. I've seen nobody try to make a case for Red Skull. Everybody that gets the champion that I've seen, man, just is like, you know, after a few hours of playing, it's just like, this champion's so ass, man. I don't think like Brian's even got, you know, Brian's got a rank for like Alliance War defense. I've never seen like any 5-star Red Skull gameplay on his channel. I was trying to look for it one time actually. Do you know if Brian ever uploaded 5-star rank 4 Red Skull gameplay? Because I don't know, I'm always trying to find the quirky uses or silver linings for champions. But Red Skull is just, he's just so impractical, man. So impractical, barely does like anything, and I don't understand a lot of that champion's design. I think he was maybe meant to be a defender or something like that. Red Skull has got kills on defense, is what I've heard. I think somebody back like a couple of months ago, I think when we were fighting for Loki in War, somebody took Iceman against Brian's Red Skull and timed out, maybe? I think that's what I heard. Yo, what is up, Road Scholar Comics? Dude, I hope you're doing well, mate. That sounds like an absolutely fantastic time. I was trying to message you on WhatsApp the other day. I've changed phone, and I can't find you, like, anywhere in my contacts. Could you shoot me an email, dude, with your number? That'd be appreciated, man. Dude, we definitely need to get something sorted out this month. But yeah, I was trying to figure out how to contact you the other day, but I thought if I live streamed and chat enough rubbish, that you would eventually appear. So yeah, just shoot me an email, man, and we'll definitely talk a little bit further after that. But dude, hope you're doing well, man, and hope you had a good journey to London. Red Score is the best ice skater in the game. He's got the moves. He's got some pretty badass animations, but I don't know. Maybe he's got a bit of merit as a defender. Is 5-star Beast any good? There's not really too much merit to Beast. I think he's got a stun on his special one. I don't know if it's 100%. It's like a 60% chance to stun. Yeah, I think he's also got a bit of bleed resistance. There's not an insane amount Beast can do, though. He's got some okay damage. I think Idolist got a 6-star Awakened Beast, and is going to be doing some 6-star Beast videos soon. So maybe he's the... Because I really haven't played Beast in a very, very long time. I used to play him for, like, the 3-star Master Mode challenge, like, a couple of years ago. But that was a very, very long time ago, so it's been ages since I've dabbled in 6-star Beast. Sorry, 3-star Beast. Two-star arena done. Old man Logan for my trouble. Well, you know, at least he's got that regeneration now with Sabretooth, man. The Sabretooth synergy, maybe there's a very, very small silver lining there. But yeah, certainly not the best option. See, and I really need... what's that? Oh, Bilal, you're just having a bit of a giggle, mate. Is Void a good champion for Alliance War defense or offense? Definitely not defense, but offense. He is a tremendously good champion for a lot of the regeneration paths. Like, if you watch Brian Grant on YouTube, aka Contest Champion, he does a lot of very high-level Void gameplay when it comes to Alliance War. So he's probably the man to watch if you want to see some Void stuff in Alliance War. But I know there are a few other people on YouTube that do play Void quite a bit. But yeah, he's a very, very good option for Alliance War offense and has a tremendously huge health pool, which gives you so much buffer for fun and interactive damage and the occasional cock up here and there. Should I take my Ghost to 550 or Carnage both awakened? I would take up Ghost if you're a very good Ghost player. That's she's definitely the better option out of those two. But Carnage is very fun to play, man, and he's got a lot of damage. So if you really enjoy Carnage, you know, fair play, mate. Right. Red Scholar Comics, thank you very much, man. Hopefully, I have received it. But if not, man, just send me, like, a backup email, just in case. Just to make sure that, what is it, we don't lose contact for this month. Void, Star-Lord or Scarlet Witch, all of them duped. Which one to rank up? Ooh, there are good arguments for each and every one of those champions, depending on what you're trying to do next. You've got Star-Lord for the mega damage, Void for the heal reversal, and then you've got Scarlet Witch for kind of the face roll fiesta of all sorts of random stuff that could happen. But I think the most solid utility out of all of those characters is definitely going to be Void. Void's a great option to have. How many months after you started playing did I get my first 5-star, bro? I started playing ages ago, man, when the game was very, very different. So it took me out 4 months back in the day to get my first 5-star. But, you know, if you started playing at the start of December, you've pretty much, you know, you're well on your way to, like, 2 5-star champions by now. If you've been logging in every day and smashing out this this new arena. Because, yeah, December was pretty good, man. Pretty good for 5-star shards. And this month, you got so much in the calendar, so much in the arena. Like, it's raining 5-star characters at the moment for minimal effort. So that's going to hopefully help propel a lot of players through the content. Give you a nice bit of firepower. So you can start raking in those rewards in no time. Hey Seatin, I'm in a difficult situation. 5-star Quake, 4-star Cap Infinity War, or 4-star Void. I want to get Uncollected. Ooh, who would I go for Uncollected? You know, personally, out of all those characters, there's like a good argument for every single one. I'm just trying to think, like, who would I go? It really depends where you're getting stuck, I suppose, and like where you are at the moment. Because maybe Void, maybe Cap Infinity War. I mean, Quake can... if you're a very, very good Quake player, you don't have to worry about any Bane nodes. So, she could be quite useful for that. There's like a good argument for each and every one of the characters, depending on where you're getting stuck. So yeah, it depends like where you are at the moment, man, and what problems you're facing. But if you really enjoy Quake and you're a very, very good Quake player, she is probably your best option if you want to take her like further up as a 5-star to like rank 4. Ronald says, started playing on my main account a little over 2 years ago. It took me 8 months to get my first 5-star. Started a free-to-play account a week ago, and now I have 2 5-stars already. It is ridiculous, man. Like, the last couple of months have been very, very good for the rewards. So they've done a very nice job in reeling some of it back. It's been a tremendously good start to the new year. Is Iron Man as a 5-star any good if it's the classic version? The answer is no, my friend. If Hawkeye didn't have a limit to his hemorrhage, he would be incredible. I think there's a, what is it? Is there a mastery that allows you to stack them? Sorry, not mastery, a synergy. It's either stack them or refresh the cooldown, but I still don't think it does too much for the character. Because this hemorrhage bleed isn't that OP in comparison to like some newer character bleeds, like Domino's bleed, especially off the special 3, is insanely overpowered. Also, Hawkeye's hemorrhage only has a 25% chance to trigger on special, so it's not very reliable as well. But I still like Hawkeye for his power control, man. Gotta do a Hawkeye rank up and revisit very soon. Am I misremembering, or did Gamora's Sig ability used to be really good and activate more than once a fight? I don't think it used to activate more than once a fight. I think the scenario was, Johnny, that back in the day, because a lot of the health pools, you know, were rarely over like 15, 20k in a lot of scenarios, and even going into Act like 4 and that, there's not really a huge amount of stuff that's over like 25k. Like pretty much everything was dead in one of Gamora's signature abilities. So she could snipe that very low health stuff quite well. But then obviously once stuff started climbing up even more and more and started getting it to like 100k fights in Act 5, then she became substantially less effective, to the best of my knowledge. But, you know, Gamora, she still packs a little bit of a punch, man. She's certainly not the wettest noodle out there, but she certainly is in the shadow of a lot of cosmics that have been released in the last year and a bit. Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end the live stream here. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I'm sorry I didn't get around to all of the questions, but we've just spent an hour and a bit grinding out Arena, trying to answer as much stuff as I possibly could. But mad love to all of you for turning up today's live stream. Massively appreciate it. I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I think we're going to be off for the evening, and then tomorrow we're going to be back in the studio, man, smashing out those video guides all day long. So yeah, stay tuned tomorrow, man. We're going to have the Best Champions Rank 2019 list coming out, and also a few other bits and pieces, so keep a very, very close eye on that. But aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day. I'm right, we'll just wait about 10 seconds now, just for the live stream ending to catch up, and I think we should be good. Have a great one, lads.